Surrogacy is an arrangement whereby the woman agrees to carry the child of another person, another couple, intended couple, anybody, and bet for them based on the agreement. Surrogacy can be, I think, there are two major types of surrogacy. One is traditional one, traditional surrogacy, and gestational surrogacy. Traditional surrogacy is no longer all that common because of the link, the biological link. For example, in a situation whereby a sister can help a sister to carry baby for her, where the sister is unable to have her own child, is having fertility issue, but the husband is okay. So here, the husband is used to fertilize the egg of the other sister through artificial insemination. Here, there will be no sexual intercourse. So the sister will carry the baby for her own sister. Most people do it on love, and other times mostly on love. But majority of such cases, friends can do it for their friends, but majority of such cases always have problem at the end. So people don't usually do it again. It's not that common. People are going to the other type of surrogacy, which is the gestational one. That one in gestational surrogacy is where the surrogate mother I will agree to carry and bet a child for the couple or any other person, can be a single parent, anybody based on the agreement, but mostly couple these days. Here, so many things are involved. Number one, the couple have to find somebody that will agree to carry the baby for them. They can do it through agency. There are some agencies today that handles that. Many of them, you can get them online even, that handles that. So you can find someone to do it for you based on the agreement, but there must be an agreement binding the process. So in this gestational surrogacy, some medical treatments are being done. IVF is involved. In this one now, the egg of the woman, sperm of the man are being fertilized. After the fertilization, if it was successful, it will be implanted into the womb of the surrogate. That is the person that is carrying the baby. There will be a legal agreement. There are other factors, a lot of factors will be involved. In some cases, I think the couple will hire a house for the person, he will stay there. They may be visiting or not visiting the person, depending on the agreement. But what is important is that at the end of the day, if everything went on normal, the couple goes home with their own child. Biologically, it's just the only thing the surrogate does is that it carries the baby for them. That is it. The beauty of this is that surrogate has really helped a lot of people to have their own child. People that cannot, if it was before, they will go without having their own biological child. There are many reasons that can lead for somebody to look for surrogates. Number one is medical condition, mostly medical condition. In a situation whereby the couple couldn't have their own child because of medical condition, maybe the man couldn't fertilize the egg, the woman couldn't the egg produce her own egg, or there are other issues that the woman cannot carry the baby to terms. In a situation like that, they will look for surrogates to carry the baby for them. But the bottom line is that at the end of the day, the baby belongs to them biologically. That is the bottom line of it. Surrogate involves a lot of things. Emotional attachment, which needs a lot of counseling before going into it. A surrogate can be emotionally attached to the baby, but at the end of the day, the baby is not hers. Some people do it for love, while some do it for money. Some are doing it for business today. There are some agencies that handles that. And there are some people, even married, I have read where a married woman was saying that she was actually doing it for business, to raise money, to start business for herself and the husband. Because in this situation, they always pay the huge based on the agreement. So some people do it for money. They will just do it at the end of the day. They will pay them. They will just go. He carries baby for somebody he doesn't even know. Although there is no genetic attachment, but she is the one that carried the baby to terms and give birth to the baby. In some cases, they may not even see the baby they give birth to. As soon as they give birth to the baby, the couple will be waiting at the hospital and carry the baby and go. You just go, they will pay you. That is where the people do it for business, for money. And based on some implications, I think it's better like that. Instead of finding somebody you know or a close relation that at the end of the day, tomorrow there may be some issues, this, and that. So people prefer going to agencies for somebody that they don't know that will handle it for them. They will just pay the person. And they will carry their own baby and go. I've even read in a situation whereby a mother did it for her own child. A mother did it for her own daughter. Imagine that kind of title, article. What made me to actually read that was the title is A Mother Carries Her Own Grandchild for Her Daughter's Husband. Imagine. When I opened the article, too many negative comments. Then when I read this thing, it was the surrogacy wasn't all that common. Even me, before I read it, I don't know anything about surrogacy, but I was too keen to know what actually happened. People were saying abomination, this and that. You know our people now. Abomination, but I was too keen to know what actually that was where I came to know about IVF, surrogacy, and others. The mother didn't actually sleep with the husband of the daughter. She actually did it for love because her daughter couldn't conceive. But her daughter's egg and the sperm of the husband were used to fertilize the egg. She only carried the child for them. So she carried her grandchild for her daughter and the husband. That's a typical example of doing it for love. So today in our country, Nigeria, I don't think there is any legal binding for it. I don't really know, but people are still doing it. But there must be an agreement, signed one contract before we indulge on this. But the bottom line in everything, the importance of this is that it has given hope to people that cannot carry their own child. It has given hope to people that cannot carry their own child, and they have carried their own biological child, even if they're not the one that carry the child on their own. But biologically, the child belongs to them. So that is the bottom line of it. It's making people to be happy again, see their own baby. A lot of people has carried their own child through this. Recently I read about a celebrity that did that equally. I think Nancy Isime and everyone in Yedo did it. They didn't carry the baby by themselves, but they did through IVF. Somebody carried it, but it's their own egg. The baby belongs to them. You may be asking who gave them. There are some donors, there are some men that are out there that are doing it for business. They are donating their own sperm. You even know. They are donating their own sperm. And it will be used to fertilize somebody's egg. And they wasn't carry the child, but the implication is that one day, I don't know, somebody may marry his or her own sister biologically. That is another side effect of it. So that is it. As surrogacy is helping in one way or the other, there are other sides of it, like this one I just mentioned. But it's actually helping people. And some people have not actually adapted it. But that is not the case. The most important thing is that it's really giving hope to people that don't have hope of having their own biological child. That's it. To get a surrogate is very easy these days because there are people that are doing it for business. So there are some of them, a lot of them, agencies online that handles that. So it's no longer so bad, so strict as it was before. But people are still doing it. Thank you for listening. Have a nice day.